Hello. Hi guys. Happy Monday. Trust that all is well with all of you. Happy New Year again. And we are back with our Monday devotionals. I know last week was pretty long. Hoping to this year, and I best I don't say it. But I'm going to try. I'm not going to say it, but all I'm saying is I'm going to try. So trust that now that we are fully into January, the kids are back out to school fully, and the days are rolling on, rolling ahead. I know we would have exhausted talking about our action plan last week and taking all of the time necessary to actually put pen to paper to figure out what the plan is for 2025. And Lord, how are we going to do this? Please don't go. Let me go without you. Please help me to mirror your footsteps on the path that you have foreordained and predestined for me to walk in, and allow me to listen and be obedient when necessary, which is always. So I'm hoping that we are all still in that mode of getting ourselves, our minds and everything. And I know I spoke about us women being women of wisdom, and I'm going to start off the year just really talking to us for these couple months, and I'm saying that you guys can't listen in, but just for us. I just wanted to talk to us for a little. So there are some folks who are still bursting some things apparently, and we are hearing them in the background. God help us. I hope that's the only one. So today I am going to read two verses. Today should be short because I just really want to highlight and introduce what we're going to talk about over the next couple of weeks. I don't know how long it's going to take. Following last year when we did it on prayer, I thought it would be a 1-2 punch and we out. And if you check the playlist, there are several episodes on prayer. So I don't want to say anything concerning how long this might be. All I'm going to say is we're going to talk about this as the Spirit leads. So today, I know I mentioned in the video last week about us women being women of wisdom, that when we open our mouths, when people come and they dip into our well, what they receive should make them think, should make them consider, wow, this is a woman of wisdom. Wow, this was wisdom that was shared to me. Wow. Literally. And it's only after I wrote it down, because it's one of the things that I have done for myself that I want to be. I want to be a woman of wisdom. It is not necessarily the easiest thing to say and to function in, because some situations don't always make you think of what is the godly way to respond, what is the godly way to react in this situation. Sometimes the thing just happen, and depending on how it hit you, you might stop and just think to yourself, oh hell no, before you actually think, Lord, I need your mind on this. Father, I need wisdom so that I'm able to be gentle and still possess a quiet spirit, even in my response. So that's what we're going to talk about quickly, briefly, and we'll get into it as the weeks proceed. So Proverbs 31, is a verse that I had stuck on my vision board last year, and I literally ripped it off and transferred it to my 2025 vision board. And it says, she's clothed with strength and dignity. She can laugh at the days to come. And this is the verse 26 of Proverbs 31. She speaks with wisdom, and faithful instructions is on her tongue. She speaks with wisdom, and faithful instruction is on her tongue. Now, even though we are in a new calendar year, the things that we would have been dealing with in 2024 did not cease to exist. Some of them came over with us. It is still our reality here in the second Monday of January. We're still living with, whether it be, you name it, the pain, the ache, the heartache, the heartbreak, the emotional trauma, the psychological trauma, the financial issue, the health issue. Some of the things carried over, unfortunately. However, even though this is a new month, for me, my months, like I already have furnished bags for my 2025 retreat, which is this October. Already furnished. I had the things since December. All of the things for the gift bags were done, printed since December. And you might think to yourself, why you do that so early? My business year doesn't start in January. My business year starts 2 months before that. And so you may already have started your year last year, but this is a new calendar year, and I know you may be thinking to yourself, okay, these are the things that I need to get done. It's a new year, blah, 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 blah. But for some, the year continues. Whichever year is the beginning of your year, whatever starts the mark of your new calendar year, my plea for us this evening, this morning, whatever time you may be looking at it, is for us to not operate on a whim, not to just, I'm going to wing it. Yes, we're not winging it. We want clear, precise instructions. We want divine navigation. We want godly direction this year. I am praying that we women, us women, like I said, the men, you could make this personal for you as well, but I'm talking to us ladies, my queens. Let us be women that when we speak, wisdom will come out from our lips and faithful instructions is on our tongue. The law of kindness, one version said, is on our tongue. I am praying that whatever may have carried over into your 2025, whatever you may have you are still dealing with, whatever you are now facing that may be new to you, because sometimes my January 2024, hey, I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for January 2024, and it might be your situation where you're thinking to yourself, the year no starts. I beg, release me. I only want peace, I don't want problems. That might be you. That was me, January 2024. Should that be your case, or even if it is not your case, we are starting off this calendar year. And like I said, it may not be the start of your new year for some, but it's a new month. We are starting off this new month asking God, Father, please, in everything that I do, you would have got in Proverbs 3, 5, and 6 says, trust in the Lord with all of your heart and lean not unto your own understanding. In all of your ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your path. Let us, in this new month, it may not be your new year. I just stressing because not everybody does start off with the new calendar year. Some people don't date their years by calendar years. Everybody's season to start however they decide to start their season. Your new year might be in July when you have your birthday. Whenever, whatever this point is in your life at this point in time, I am employing us in the second video on our devotionals for 2025. Seek the wisdom of God. Be a woman of wisdom, that when others come to you, you are pouring the wisdom of God into that individual. Not how you feel, not what you think, not if this was me, none of that. Before you open your mouth, Father, give me wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Give me a keen mind and give me the ability to solve difficult problems when they come. It is a prayer of mine. Ask God for wisdom, so that when you're dealing with your stuff, dealing with other people's stuff, I'm a cosmetologist, a beautician, a esthetician, a masseuse, people come with stuff. You don't want to tell them how you feel for their situation because it may not help them. What they may need, what everybody needs, is godly wisdom. What is God's mind concerning this thing? So I am just imploring us in this first 10 minutes here to seek God for wisdom, for us women to be women of wisdom, so that when we do open our mouths, the response should be, wow, I didn't see it that way, wow, I didn't think about it that way, wow, I didn't have that perspective on it, wow, thank you so much, because now I have a plan, now I have steps to follow, now I am able to handle the situation that I really didn't have a grip on. Wow, because you're a woman of wisdom, and out of your experiences, out of your pain, out of your struggle, sometimes it's only after you come through you realize my mindset on this is no longer this, that and that, it is now this, and I learn it through this. God gave me guidance and direction while in the midst of this, and now this is the wisdom that I have, and I'm able to pass this on to a friend, to a family member, to whoever you may come into contact with. I am imploring us in the second video to seek God and to seek godly wisdom. So until next time, quick, fast, and in a hurry, we want to do it. We want to be mindful. I really want to be mindful of individuals' time, and the time that you listen, the time that you spend on this YouTube channel. I know we don't always have the time to just sit down and to listen to me, but I am hoping that in this, now going on to 12 minutes, that you grasp, you take, if nothing else. Lord, help me to be a woman of wisdom. Lord, help me to be an individual that possesses the wisdom of God. James says, if any man lacks wisdom, let him ask, and God gives generously. So I am just imploring us that as this year begins, as we forge ahead in this new month, as your year continues, for those of you whose years would have probably, your new year for you would have turned since last year, God's willing, as we continue to transition through the days that God has allowed us to have, ask for godly wisdom, ask for God's direction, God's mind on any situation that you may face. You may not always remember to ask for that right then and there, but I pray that even when it is most difficult to function in that you remember at some point in time, Lord, give me wisdom, give me knowledge and understanding in this. That will be your first utterance, not a response to the situation or the individual, but your first utterance to God. Father, this, I pray for your wisdom. Wisdom, please, I beg. God, I beg. Let that be your prayer. So until next time, have a fabulous week. Continue to enjoy. Those of you who still probably wrapping up your Christmas things, continue to enjoy. See you guys next week, God's willing.